Welcome to the new season, Volume 2 of Crown Level Confidence Podcast. I'm Caliah Jinaye, your dedicated host. I'm a wife, mom, entrepreneur, certified life coach, and motivational speaker. I've got a background in humanities, communication, and I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. This podcast is your go-to source for empowerment and to inspire your journey toward unshakable confidence and fortified self-belief. In this volume, I'm bringing you fresh conversations and uplifting stories from incredible individuals who have overcome many obstacles in their lives and still achieved greatness. Get ready to elevate your mindset, embrace your power, and shine like the star you are. Let's embark on this journey together and straighten up your crown. Let's jump right in. Hey y'all! Yes, can you believe we made it? We made it. And if you're new here in the Crown Level Confidence community, let me introduce myself. I am confident, cute, and committed to excellence. I am your host here of Crown Level Confidence, Caliah Jinaye Knapp. Again, if you're new in the community, welcome to Crown Level Confidence Podcast, where we are leading women worldwide to lower their stress and raise their levels of confidence. Well, that's a lot and it means a lot and we do a lot here. Okay, so we are kicking off Volume 2. Get excited. Yes, I want to take this opportunity to set the tone, right? We've got even more amazing women to bring onto the show to have even more candid conversations, ultimately around confidence, right? It's kind of a buzzword, I feel like, these days. Confidence. Yes, I'm going to say it all the time. And you're going to think of me and you're going to think of my tiara and all those wonderful, bright, bubbly things. But sometimes it's a real struggle to be out here, right? Just to be in the world in general. And hopefully the CLC community is your bright spot. Okay, I want to be with you in the car while you get ready, just wherever you are and where you can listen to something, girl, tune in. Okay, so last season we brought you women from literally all over the world. Okay, we were doing interviews in all kinds of different time zones. It was amazing. And you can expect that to continue. Okay, I told you we are worldwide around here. Okay. We had women sharing about their personal journeys. We had some real unexpectedly deep conversations. And I say that because, again, it's candid. We are not scripted at all. And sometimes the conversation kind of pops off and we end up just following the flow and we touch on some things that maybe we weren't even expecting in that moment, but that's okay. Because ultimately we kind of are expected to be real, raw, and vulnerable. Again, it's all for the betterment of the womanhood, the sisterhood we have here in the Crown Level Confidence community, okay? I'm going to be speaking to you more. What? Her again? Yes, me. Hello. Hi. I'm the queen of confidence culture, okay? As I've shared previously, and if you're not really caught up on the first volume, pause, okay, and just go back and catch up, and you could really be a part of the journey, because if you know anything about me on this journey with y'all here in this podcast, it is not something I ever thought I was going to do or set out to do. And then I started doing it, and now I'm loving it. So you'll see the growth, right? You'll hear the growth. Praise God for the amazing team that is behind me. There's people that y'all never see, but they're super awesome. All of that to say, y'all, it's getting even bigger and better and badder, as my mentor would say, right? Into Volume 2. Oh my gosh, even more women are signing up. Even more donors are sponsoring. Like, God is doing a thing here. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. So, like I said, we're growing, we're moving, we are bringing you video content. What? We're bringing you video content this volume. Not all of our featured guests so far have opted into the video option, so don't be looking at me sideways. If not every episode has a video accompaniment, but just know That is another feature that we're bringing out to engage and really have you immersed in this crown level confidence community. I can tell you though that you can be on the lookout for some crown level confidence events. What? Yes, she said events. So I want to be in your space. I want to be in your face, in your space, all the things, right? So you can enjoy the thought so far of attending some crown level confidence events. Like I always say before, you can bring me to work with you, right? You're like, who is she and what? CaliahJinaye.com. Okay, where I've got new offerings and packages up there all the time. The events, if you're in my local community, you can always come to those, register. There's always a way to be involved. And I say this because this is my invitation to you, right? Allow me to serve you. Subscribe wherever you're listening to this, okay? It's YouTube, Audible, Spotify, just to name the top ones off the top of my head, Amazon Music, even iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening to this, just go ahead and subscribe, leave comments, right? And, I'm pretty tough. So if you got some feedback you want to give me, you can put it up there. You can email it to me, whatever it is, right? This is our show. My name and my face are on it, but it's our show. I want to give you what you want to hear. And leave it to the comments I've gotten so far. I'm on the right track. But if you have some requests, right? Someone you'd like to hear from, a topic that you'd like covered, write in. This is, again, our show. We have a new Facebook page, a full page dedicated to the podcast. So you can definitely write your request there and your feedback there. This is a whole movement. We're not going anywhere, okay? We're still just getting started with what God has in store for us. So if you thought, oh, she started that podcast and we'll see how long it lasts. Okay, well, we're still here. Okay, yes, the pause is intentional. So again, you can expect, right, to stay on this wild ride. All right, we've got amazing women. And I want to know how y'all feel about this because I've had quite a few gentlemen that have approached me to be on the show. And as you could tell right now, we have not had any men on the show. But I want to know, do y'all want to hear from some male guests? I go back and forth about it, but again, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this out here. I'm going to see who's really listening, right? I'm going to start dropping hints and quizzes and maybe get some prizes and nuggets and clues to see who's really paying attention. But if that's something that would interest y'all, I'm open to entertaining it. So if you have an ally to women, you feel like you trust, you want to hear from, someone you want to suggest, or if you're like, listen, just keep it women only, we might more than likely end up doing that. But if that's something that y'all want to, explore having a male guest, maybe we could do that. Again, let me know. I ended the last volume with my gratitude, and I got to circle right back to that, y'all. I'm so grateful for this community, for the people who listen and are not as vocal about your listenership, right? That's okay. You can stay listening, stay streaming. I see the stats, so I'm very pleased with how we're growing. I'm okay with that. So from the outside looking in, it might seem like, okay. I know the truth, all right? I can see what's really going on here, and I'm encouraged to just know at least that much. I am excited. We're going to have some of your favorite guests from Volume 1 reprise their guesthood, if you will. On Volume 2 here, you can expect more, just more of it all. More of me, right? I shied away. That's what I was saying earlier when, I didn't expect to do this. I'm still embracing the sound of my own voice, contrary to what some of y'all might think. And which is why shout out to our editors, okay? Because I did not do well having to record and edit. Ooh, those episodes took a long time to air. But I expanded my team. I invested in my weaknesses or the things I don't like to do, meaning I got someone else in place and they're doing an amazing job. So shout out to growth. You do not have to do it all. You can, but you don't have to. That's a word of encouragement and empowerment of liberation for someone who needed to hear it. Back to our regularly scheduled program. I am excited for this next chapter, this next volume, if you will. Having the privilege to be able to continue, right? Y'all, it gets challenging. I've shared that with you already. It gets real rough sometimes. I look at my schedule and I'm like, I gotta record. But I never, ever regret it once it actually happens. So just know that y'all being involved, right? Sharing, subscribing, commenting, really being in this with me helps to keep me going, right? So like no pressure, but like step it up. Oh gosh. Oh yes, volume 2. It's just like, where's the energy? Where's that bubbly girl? I'm here. Okay. The life is a lot. But honestly, it's a privilege to be able to continue. I want to just remind y'all again about the mission. We're here to help women worldwide. Okay, so just imagine, right? You're more than likely a woman. We do have male listeners, but you're a person, right? You are where you are. You only know about your life and your own experience, right? How great is it to be able to tune into Crown Level Confidence podcast, right? And to catch some inspiration from someone, whether that's me. Sometimes, y'all, I feature other coaches because you know what? I'm not the only person here to help other people be great. I didn't invent confidence building. I didn't invent organizational culture. I didn't invent the profession of communication strategist, right? I do those things. I embody them. I'd like to think I do them well. My clients are happy. But I'm not the only one doing it, right? So yes, I share my platform with other people who are in similar occupations and spaces as me. Of course, because you know what? I'm not me. I mean, they're not me and I'm not them, right? So just know I'm cool with it. You hear someone on the podcast and I'm reading their bio and you're like, awkward. It's not awkward, okay? They applied to be on the show. I accepted them and we're in this together. So just know I'm all about collaboration over competition, right? Community building versus community division. Y'all, I can tell you right now, there are some really weird, I was gonna say women, but people out here in the world. I don't have to tell y'all that. You already know. And this is not the kind of podcast where I go into all the drama out here, okay? But it is there. And I try to move away from it as much as I can, as often as I can. But, you know, every once in a while, it afflicts me. It gets on me. But I'm reminded, right? Like, okay, they showed themselves. All right. Okay. So that's for someone who needs to be encouraged. Whenever I feel like I go off on a tangent like that, it's because someone needed to hear it. Or maybe I needed to get it out. I don't know. Is this my venting session? Is this my occupational therapy? Maybe it is. Maybe. But maybe I'll have to cover that in its totality in another episode, maybe after the situation's less fresh. Yeah, we gotta let some steam cool off of it right now. But the point is, y'all, you can just expect more in volume 2. Okay, we've got some more sponsors for y'all, some more ads. Just the community is growing. Okay, we're coming out of obscurity, right? The people in my local towns, they're finding out about us. People are, you're that girl with the tiara. Oh wow, you're that lady. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm her. I'm all that. All of the things, right? Whatever you heard, it's true. But it wouldn't be me. There wouldn't be a community, right, without y'all. So the listeners. So thank you. Let's keep it going, keep it growing. And like I said, if you have a topic you want to hear about, you can pitch it, suggest it, write it and leave me a comment, send me a message. Say, hey, you need to talk about blah, 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 whatever it is, whatever's on your mind. I can't read your mind, but I could read your comments. Hello, your messages, the emails. You can always email podcast@caliahjinaye.com. And guess what? someone from my team will get that email and we'll answer you back, right? No matter where you are in the world. We're here to build and to grow together. So cheers to volume 2 and all the wonderful women who are a part of it. The amazing team I have, Team Caliah Jinaye, that just keeps the operation flowing and growing so smoothly. Nothing happens in a vacuum, okay? But like in my life, the gratitude ladder is like at the very top. It's God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. It's my family, especially my amazing husband, Daniel, and my 2 little babies who keep me going. Oh my gosh, like, whew, I got to keep up with them. From there, like, my parents, my aunties, if you will. And, I've got like my tier of really great girlfriends who keep me going. And it's y'all are right up there with all of it, with everyone else I just mentioned. So I say that to say, you follow me, right? You get my emails. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm everywhere there is to be. And you're like, how is she doing it all? I don't do it all, okay? I don't do it all. I do a lot, but I don't do it all, okay? I am blessed, and I have been able to figure out, what am I comfortable? Like, where am I comfortable? Not from the sake of like, I'm okay just staying there, but where do I thrive, right? Where am I strong? Where's my confidence the most? In what categories, right? Assessing those levels. And then looking around and wondering who I trust and where their confidence levels are in certain categories. And choosing complementary people to my categories, right? Meaning, self-respect and self-love, like everyone needs to have, that, right? I'm gonna help and do my part, but you gotta have a good baseline already. All of that to say, there are just certain things. I'm looking around my house right now, and if you've ever been in my house, you kind of know my philosophy. Everything is not picture perfect, put in place where you think it might belong. Wherever it is where it got set last. And maybe that's not the best way to live 24/7, but I'm free. I'm free to know that when it matters the most, the stuff will get put up. But in the meantime, I've got other things that are a little bit more important. And those are conversations that my husband and I have. Did I cook dinner today? No, I didn't. I'm telling on myself it's nighttime while I'm recording this. But did my family eat? Yes, they did, right? You have to evaluate what's important. So when someone speaks to you or at you a lot of times about doing it all or doing the most, as long as you're doing what matters, other people can do the other things, especially if they're good at those things. And you trust, right? You get the right people in place and you can make it look like you're doing it all. Now, you may be responsible for it all. I'm responsible for a lot, but I physically do way less. Maybe that's a whole other episode. I want to encourage y'all, right? That's who I am. That's who I am. Being in my space, virtually or important, I'm constantly thinking of ways of motivating somebody, inspiring them, encouraging them, lifting them up. Boom, boom, boom. Here's an energy injection. Wow. Boom, bam. Okay. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for, and my purpose in that, to get you thinking, right? Because you can't grow where you don't know. Right? I said it that way to make it rhyme, but how could you have any kind of growth without the knowledge? And then once you get the knowledge, you have the responsibility to do something with it to grow, right? It's cyclical. But that's how you grow, right? Exposure expands you, broadening horizons. All of those things that used to be on those motivational posters in all the offices back in the 90s. I soaked them all up so that I could give them all to you X number of years later. But really, cheers to us for making it to volume 2. And if you're, like I said earlier, if you haven't caught up in volume 1, you need to, you're part of the origin story, right? Volume 2, we're growing. We've still got, I'm sure, a lot of other ways to improve. You're like, ooh, wow, this is kind of rough. Maybe it is. Okay, thank you. Send an email and give us some feedback. But the point is, we're not stopping, okay? We are continuing to grow. And we have guests, we have featured guests who are contributing to the operation, right? One way or another. They're bringing their knowledge, they're bringing their insight, they're bringing their message, right? And they're bringing there's support. I want to reiterate, we've got, people sponsoring episodes, placing ads, just all of the different things to keep the operation going. Because like I told you, I'm responsible for a lot, but I don't physically do it all myself. So, and I'm so appreciative that I'm out of the season. I've been liberated of the thought when I used to be of the mindset that I had to do it all alone. I'm not alone, and neither are you. And I want to welcome you to Crown Level Confidence Volume 2. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Crown Level Confidence Podcast. I hope you found inspiration and valuable insights that will help you on your path to unstoppable confidence. Remember, you have the power within you to achieve greatness and transform your life. Stay connected by subscribing to the podcast and following us on social media. If you're interested in being a featured guest on the show and sharing your journey of confidence and self-belief, visit CaliahJinaye.com to connect with me. I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories, and I'm always excited to meet and showcase remarkable individuals, so don't hesitate to reach out. For details on speaking engagements, mindset coaching, or having a workshop in your office, again, head over to my website, CaliahJinaye.com. And don't forget to leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback helps us reach more listeners and inspire others to wear their crowns proudly. All right, y'all, keep shining, keep believing, and keep leveling up. Until next time, wear your crown with pride and confidence. Take care.